can't believe the highest let him leave.
Neither can I.
Why did he?
Because he's the highest. He decides who stays and leaves.
Of course.
One of the biggest questions from this week's episode of The Oval, I think there's two strong questions here. Is Alonzo dead after that, shocking cliffhanger ending? But then the other question I've been seeing is, why did the highest let Jason leave? Now, for one, I think it's just a matter of Tyler having a wink and nod to the fans like, hey, I know y'all love Ruthless, so let's do a little bit of a crossover. It's not going to be super long here, but, hey, the highest is still around, Daikon's still around, River's still around, Jason's going to be here at the compound, and then he's going to leave. While I was going into season 5 pretty much telling you all the same thing, yeah, my only reason for any interest in this season is seeing Jason at the compound. That's held up to be fact for a majority of the season so far. I am a little disappointed that we didn't see more. Now, don't get me wrong. We had pretty much, he got taken in by Manny. He meets up with River. He has dinner. He's taken in one of the trailers with River. They go to sleep. They wake up the next morning. Daikon discovers him. He takes him to the highest. They have a conversation off screen while Daikon is running a check on him because he thinks he's the first son. He finds out that, wait a minute, Jason Franklin's dead. And then they just let him go on good terms. But yeah, I honestly cannot tell you the reason why the highest. I mean, it's just like, Daikon told River, he's like, wait, why did the highest let him go? Because he's the highest. No, it's like because Tyler Perry only written this crossover to me for a couple of episodes. I thought something big was going to happen. Will Jason reveal, okay, yeah, I really am the first son. I hate the administration. Y'all hate government. Let's work together to bring him down. No, I mean, a lot of people are also asking, why did the highest let him go? But did they fix the motorbike? So did they do anything to it, like put an explosive in it or something? Based on episode synopsis for later on in the season, Jason is actually going to make it back to DC in one piece. Victoria is going to be aware that Jason is back in town, and she's going to be afraid that he'll run his mouth. So, folks, it looks like there was no foul play whatsoever. I mean, you would think that that dinner that the elder mother made for him the night before would have been drugged or something to make him feel loopy, but Jason seemed to be his normal self, which was kind of strange. So it felt like there was some weird continuity there. I'm like, usually whatever these people make is laced with something, yet Jason is, well, then again, his kid's probably like his dad has some sort of, I don't know, tolerance or, something to heavy drugs, but whatever. Well, obviously Hunter met his match with this last batch of drugs he took, but yeah, so Daikon immediately recognized him as the first son. When the highest first meets Mike Jones, he thinks, wait a minute, is that River? Oh, wait, no, this is the first son. And then Daikon looks it up and it turns out that's not the case. But I think for me, what would have helped, because somebody online was like, nah, the highest let him go because crazy recognizes crazy. But I really wish we could have heard the conversation between the highest and Mike. Learning about the Rakadushi way and stuff like that. I would have really liked that. Oh yeah, also Mike's cover story was like, yeah, I was riding, motorbikes in the woods with my uncle, but then I got lost and then, I got taken into the compound and, my uncle's really worried about me. And, apparently whatever the conversation these two were having was so good because the highest is like, hey, if you want to stay here, you could. And it's like, okay, well, if you want to leave and go back to your uncle, just know that you can always come back. And it was like, wait, what? Because, yeah, we're not used to seeing that. Usually when people come to the compound, it's like, you're stuck here forever or we'll pursue you until we make you come back or something. But no, Jason was just free to go. And like I said before, I really thought there could have been some sort of alliance here where the Rakadushi, anti-government, the first son who hates his parents and the administration could work with them to exploit weaknesses and bring them down. But no, he just so happens to look like the first son and they let him go. So Yeah, it does feel like a random pop in from the Ruthless cast, who I am glad to see, but I feel like it would have been cool if we got a little bit more. I wanted that Jason and Ruth meetup where it's like Jason instantly recognizes, wait a minute, are you Denise? Because they're twins, but no. So yeah, I feel like Tyler probably did this because he saw a lot of fans of Ruthless going, hey, this River guy, he looks a lot like Jason, so let's put him on screen for a little while. And then that was it. It's kind of like that one episode of Family Matters, like a viral clip that always gets circulated at some point is when Uncle Phil shows up at the end of an episode during the ending credits to be on screen with Carl Winslow. I think one of little Richie's friends in the show's like, you know what? Your Uncle Carl reminds me of that dad from the Fresh Prince. It's kind of like that. It's like, hey, Tyler saw the fans going on about River and Jason, so he just wanted it on screen together. So yeah, a little bit disappointing, but like I said a few times already, it was cool to see Ruthless characters again. And that's pretty much it. So like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about why the highest let Jason go or might go, and I'll catch you in the next video.